We're going live now. So good morning. I'm Philip, and I'm here to lead the conversation for our 6 a.m. meeting, Brazilian time, of course. And before we start, I'm gonna just explain a little bit about Talk and Talk and about this meeting, because it's really important to understand that this meeting is not a class. So we have this room to speak English freely. So we don't care about your mistakes, about grammar, vocabulary, and of course we are here to help you out with that. But no worries about mistakes. So the immersion, it's focused on fluency and, more important, confidence. Okay, we always have a topic, and we are going to talk about ethics this morning, and we have 10 questions that we're going to discuss. And feel free to bring your opinion, respect everybody else, and let's start, right, with the presentations. And we do presentations, personal presentations, every single time, right? And I'm going to start with Arthur. Can you present yourself, please?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Arthur. I'm living in Goiânia about 7 years, but I was born in Altamira, Pará. I live with my sister. I work at Sicredi as data analyst. We have a pet. I have a girlfriend, and I think that's it.
Very nice. So every time you come here, just think about your personal presentation, try to bring new vocabulary, try to bring something new so you get used to it, because you're going to use like meetings, events, I don't know, anywhere. Okay. Breno, what about you, my friend?
Hello, everyone. So I know some faces here. So I'm Breno. I stopped telling about how old I am. It's not fun anymore. Instead, I'm going to share some fun facts about me. So I'm Maranhense, but I has lived in different places in Brazil, and I'm currently living abroad. So, for example, I crossed country once, actually twice. The first time was by car from Maranhão to the state of Paraná, and the second time was all by myself by motorcycle from Ceará to Paraná. It was crazy, an amazing experience. And last thing, I do like hardcore music, and when it comes to the concerts, for example, when it comes to concerts, we like to mosh, which is go crazy and having fun, handbagging,
Yeah.
And one day I went to this concert called by a band called Terror. By the name, you see what's going to happen. And then I got punched in the face, and it was really crazy. My face got red. And yeah, because in hardcore concerts, the crowd randomly punches the air according to the music rhythm. So yeah, that's a fun fact about me, and I'm glad to be here.
Nice. Really good to know that. Really good. Welcome aboard. And you, Deborah?
Hello, guys. I'm Deborah. I'm from Fortaleza, Ceará. I'm married and I'm a data analyst, but now I don't have a job. This is I am begin, but I try Imersão the second time, and probably I don't understand all the question, but I will try. This is
Deborah, you are doing what it takes to achieve fluency. Tá no caminho certo. Okay? So just come to the immersions. They are gonna really unlock your English. Okay.
Thank you.
And my friend Jack, Happy New Year. Long time no see. I missed you. How are you doing?
Yes. It was 1 year that we don't speak each other. 1 year.
Yeah. We spoke last year, right?
Yes, 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Okay, and good morning Good morning from Portugal. I wish for all happy and great New Year 2023 for all. I am from Portugal. I live here in near Lisbon. I am 76 years old, already retired. I am married with a son, with a daughter, three grandsons, and in my free time I like to walk, to exercise, like very much to exercise in the morning. I like to read the news of in the morning. I read the news from Brazil this morning already. Also, when I spend a lot of time also here in TNT, it's what my hobby, my main hobby now. It's here in TNT, practice the conversation and travel. I like very much to travel because I worked in the aviation high area. Then I stayed the habit to travel. Then I like very much to travel in my free time. It's all about me.
I was trying something new, but it didn't work out. Very good, Jack. Good to hear. And we are going to start with the topic, and we are going to talk about ethics. And there are a couple of things to discuss about ethics, and I don't think it's something common to discuss even in our native language. But I'm going to start with what do you understand about ethics? What is being ethical? What does it mean for you? And it's a hard answer. So I'm gonna start with Breno. What do you understand by ethics, being ethical, and something related to that?
Okay, I think that ethics is something that guide the laws, the way people behave, and sometimes it's hard to express the meaning of it in a sentence. It's not easy, but I understand that everyone has a level of ethic. So, but some people has it more and others don't. So that's what I understand for ethics.
Very good. Arthur, do you agree with Breno? Do you have something else to add?
I agree, and I think it adds to about. I think it's about empathy too.
Can you put your voice, like your mouth, near the microphone or something, because it's too low? No problem. Now it's gonna get better.
It's okay.
Yeah, much better, much better.
Okay. So I think it's about empathy too. For example, if I think it's correct for me, I make it do that. If I think it's not correct for me, it's I don't like if on another people do this with me. I think it's about this too.
Great. And you, Jack, what do you understand about being ethical? Do you agree with the boys? Do you have another opinion?
Yes, I agree with Brian and Arthur, but nowadays it's very difficult to speak about ethics because a lot of people nowadays is lack of ethic. But I would say I define ethics as a set of norms of values that the people can be, or a moral value present in the person's society and social growth also, the ethics. But if you have a sad person, sometimes moral ethics prevent us in from deciding things in our favor, because in many occasions we can take decisions against us to respect the ethics norms, isn't it? Because it's good for us to benefit in some things, but if you respect the ethic, it's wrong. It's wrong for us. If you can benefit with something, because there are in Portugal we have that case. Some people, because they occupied important positions in the society, and they have benefits of the position that they can have, but ethically it's wrong. Then it's nowadays we can observe a lot of times that many people have lack of ethics, enormous ethics.
Yeah, I love this topic. I remember bringing that up in 2017 when we had the moment where Michel Temer got into presidency, and then everything else around it. And it was a really good discussion. And it's been a while that I do not talk about ethics. So and there are some questions here that they are like not related to each other, but they bring each situation that I think it's really good to think and to discuss. And I'm gonna ask Deborah, with your own words, like, don't worry, what do you understand about ethics and how can you explain it?
Okay, I agree with Arthur. It's empathy with the other, but I think too, it's also the rules you have to follow to live with the other person. In short, it's the set of moral standards, valores, I don't know, of a group or in one person. It is
very good. Yeah, I agree with everybody. So we're gonna go deep into the questions, and there are some situations here that they are pretty interesting. So the first one, if it's like the classic, when you are charged less than the listed price for a product, do you need to let the seller know, or the opposite? If you're charged more than the listed price, what do you do? Arthur, can you start this one?
Okay. I let the seller know. These two cases, I think I don't know, I warning about, I let the seller know, and about for me too. For example, in my neighborhood has a mercadinho, a supermarket, a little supermarket, and okay, little market, and sometimes happening I see the nota and about this price is incorrect, I know nowadays it's expensive, but I don't know. I buy about one bag, and it's I don't know. For example, it's about 101 bag. So I think if that's I maybe wrong about the receipt, and I always get now about the receipt and see it's about wrong value in my receipt. So always I let know for me and for the seller too.
Great. Yeah, this is a common situation, right? Deborah, how do you feel when you are charged less than the listed price?
I don't understand very well the question, but I is change the price, yes?
Yeah, to be charged, it means to pay, like when you're
Okay.
paying less
Less,
than
okay.
the price.
Okay, I understand. It's not, I think this is not necessary very well, but I think it is quality to inform about this difference. In the past, I work in supermarket, and if this price is lower there, this customers will pay the lower price. Because if it's different from this display, okay,
Yeah.
it has a fault of the company or the responsible employer. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you understand me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So
this is
yeah, and it's sometimes it's really someone's fault. And yeah, it's pretty much that. Very good.
okay.
And you, Jack, how do you feel when you are charged less? You go to a restaurant with your wife and it should be like 100 euros, but they charge you 70 euros. How do you react to that?
If this happen with me, I let know to the employer that the account is not correct, and I pay the correct account of the price, because it's sometimes it's when insignificant importance, because it's polite, as Deborah said. It's polite if you can correct the price of the things and pay the correct account. So it happens a lot of times. It's the situations. It's currently in the supermarket, in the stores, many times it's happened. But in my case, I always, if I know the wrong situation, because we can make we can pay, and we don't understand the error in that moment, and sometimes we after to left the store, we can to see the error of the account. And in many occasions, I come back to the store to say to the employer that the content is not correct, and to make the correct account to correct the situation.
Nice. Very good. Yeah, I think sometimes the price that is charged is not gonna hurt or anything like that. Of course, if you're supposed to pay 1,000, whatever the currency, and they charge you 100, then it's a huge amount. And yeah, I think, I don't know about you, but I would like, oh my God, it's much less, It happened to me with American Airlines because it was like a bug, and not just me, but those bugs on the website for the airlines and everything. It happens from time to time, And I remember paying like 700 reais to go to Miami. And it was really cheap, and 600 reais to go to Hawaii in US. So from Brazil. And yeah, it was that I was being charged that amount, and it's okay. Here on Talk and Talk, sometimes people, they find, some bugs, and then I cancel the plan because it's, it's wrong. But until now, no one has, blamed me because of that. I don't know. The person really wants to, it was free and I got that and I want that because by law it's my right and everything. Okay, go there, hire a lawyer, we discuss in the court, something like that. But
Two, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I went to the Warten to buy ink for the printer. Ink is correct. Ink for the printer, and there was different prices in two inks. One is marked with 50 euros, and other with 40 euros. 10 euros in difference. The same ink, the same products.
Yeah.
Then I take the cheaper, evidently, the 40.
Yeah.
And when I arrived at the employer, I said, why? Because this one is 14, but there are others with 50. What the difference? 10 euros. And the ink that I take, it's wrong. It is 50 also. The employer marked the wrong price of the ink.
But it wasn't your fault. Like Deborah said, it's
yes, but I saw the difference because the difference 10 euros in the same ink, because the difference, but the difference is because it was the person that wrong the price, it's wrong. Then I correct, I pay 50. Is the right price is 50, not 40.
It happened already that a person bought the Pro plan, a near Pro plan, for like 500 reais, and then I just let it go. Like, okay, it's not gonna, it was my mistake, and yeah, it happens. But when it's for free, then I really cancel that. Yeah. Breno, what about you? Do you have any situation, anything you remember that you could pay less, really like much less than it was, or like there was a mistake? Did you say something or not? Do you have any situation like that to share?
Yeah, I like to do that, especially when I realize that the cashier is going to be charging my place. And it happened once. I was getting a sushi, and they charged me less. And then I realized that I was paying, a different price. And then I asked if it was right, because I knew that the cashier would be, pay in my place. So I decided to let her know. But when it comes to big companies as airlines, and it's a difference. So sometimes I don't care because I feel like they don't have a good service. So I have to be honest, and I feel like, okay, so I will understand that as they did a mistake. So, and following the law, the Brazilian law, if someone, for example, offer you or charge you less, and so depending on the situation, of course, I understand that the consumer is always the weak part. So sometimes you have to see what the situation is and understand better, and see what you can do.
Yeah, and this brings me a question, a new question about taxes. There's especially here in Brazil, the right wing always talks about that, about paying taxes. Like, and there is like a quote, there's like a sentence people usually say that, oh, paying taxes is to be stolen. So if you pay taxes, you're being stolen. And I'm gonna put this right this way. Paying taxes is to be stolen. Do you agree with this statement, with this sentence or not? How do you feel about paying taxes? Do you feel like you're being robbed by the government or not? Do you think companies, they should hide taxes, like they should not pay taxes? People in general, they should not pay taxes. How do you feel that? Jack, I'm going to start with you. How do you feel about paying taxes in Portugal? Do you feel that is to be stolen? You should not pay, or you should pay? No, it's okay, it's fair. How do you understand this sentence?
For me, paying taxes, I don't consider it stolen. I don't consider it because I agree, all the people must to pay stolens because it's all the people in the world pay taxes, and I understand because for the government it's necessary to receive tax for the population because we have also a lot of benefits from the government, isn't it? Then it's necessary also the governments to receive taxes for the population. The problem is the injustice that sometimes the people, the laws that the people have to the population that pay taxes, because sometimes poor population pay the same taxes than rich populations. Then it's I think it's not just. For example, population that when the minimum salary in the country pay some taxes. The population that benefits of the richest people pay this. For example, here we go, if you go to the hospital, for example, in my case, if I need to go to the hospital, I pay €5 for taxes, moderation taxes. But it's the same people, it's a rich people with million of euros, he paid the same taxes, €5. Then I think it's unjust, because I think if the people have big riches, a lot of money, I think they can to pay more money for the same service, isn't it? It's in that situation. I don't agree with that situation, but I think all the people must to pay taxes for the governments. Yeah, it's what I think.
Very good, like that. And you, Deborah, what do you think about this statement? Paying taxes, it's like being stolen, or?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't understand the question. I'm
going to try to explain in other words. You know, taxes, when you pay like for a product, the product, it's like €80, but there are €20 that it's like fees, taxes that you pay for government. Do you understand that?
No, eu posso pular, jump the question? I don't know very well.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. I'm gonna skip.
Sorry, guys.
No problem, no problem, no problem. Arthur, and what about you?
I agree with Jack. But in this our case in Brazil, for example, I think it's I'm not stealing, but I want about the taxes. It's I don't know, more apply about for us. For example, us pay the taxes for, I don't know, maybe like IPVA, as to take have a good street, and sometimes we don't have this. So I think it's more, for our case, it's more about we don't see the taxes in benefit for us. I think that's it.
Very nice, yeah. And we have a lot of taxes, right, here in Brazil.
Yes.
Breno, how do you feel about that?
I had to organize better my ideas to answer that. So to not to be misunderstood, and because we are being streamed, I already skipped that question. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I think there are a lot of opinions around that, and of course, we pay a lot of taxes that we do not see the result on our lives, especially like the healthcare system here in Brazil, SUS. I think it's a very, very, very good system. It works pretty well, like for the amount of people and the size of Brazil. But of course, there are a lot of issues, a lot of things to improve. And the health system should be taken more care, especially because of the taxes that we pay and other things as well. But I think the healthcare system, for me, it's the most important situation where the money that we pay in taxes should be invested. And also education and other things, but I think the healthcare system, it's, in my opinion, it's the most important. And we don't see that. So there is a mismanagement. I don't know if I can say that. So yeah. Very good, very good. I'm gonna go to number 4, and I'm gonna start with Deborah. Okay, Deborah, question number 4. Okay.
Okay.
Is it always wrong to lie? When is it okay to lie?
Okay. I think it is wrong when you use the lie to harm someone, and you decided to make yourself feel better, to make the person, for example, to make the person feel bad. But I think but when I can save you from same risky situation, at that moment, I think this right and necessary to lie. I think this.
Very good, very good. Yeah, to tell lies, it's always something to think about. Arthur, you're laughing. What comes to your mind when you hear that?
Yeah, I remember about the series Supernatural. It's about episode. It's about Nephilim cry. It's about the people don't lie, and in the world, everyone don't lie about that day. So make a chaos in the world about this. So it's crazy about lies. So, for example, I think it's depend. It's a very tiny line. For me, I don't like about this example. If one friend of mine call me, and we have meeting, for example, and if I'm at home yet, I answer, I'm home yet, I be late, for example. But some people, oh, I'm on my way, I'm in the traffic, for example. I don't like about this. But as Deborah said, it's depends about the situation. I think it's some situation it's been needed, for example, maybe to protect other person. But I think it's difficult. It's very hard a question.
Yeah, I was watching something on Netflix about that, and like not it's not about lies, it's about not being honest, you know. Sometimes people ask you a question and you don't want to be rude that you don't want something, or you know, and then you tell like, oh, I have a headache, I'm busy and this and that, and then the episode is talking about like, no, I really don't want you to go out with you because this and that, like being really honest. So and it happens like that. People start to kill each other. It's crazy. It's, I don't know. Jack, what do you think? Is it wrong to lie when it's okay to lie?
I think it's not always wrong to lie. I think in many situations we need to lie sometimes to better solve some situations, because some lies it's not important. We don't have to enjoy some person. It's not a problem, but instead in some situation it's necessary. It's necessary to lie because it's not important. It's not important. With me, many times happen. Many times I don't say, but sometimes happen because with my wife I said some lies. For example, sometimes I go out, and if I arrive late, if I late more some minutes, 1 or 2 hours, she asked me what you are doing because you are late, and I say, okay. And I say, oh, sorry, I meet a friend and I speak with him sometimes. It's because I arrived late. It sometimes no, I stay in the outside speaking with other person, sometimes in the bar, for example. It's not true what I'm saying, but it's not important. It's not important. It's more easy. It's more easy if I say for a lie, then I said the truth, because it's not important to say a lie. It's not important.
Yeah,
I avoid sometimes when little lie, avoid when big discussion.
yeah, exactly. And you, Breno, have you ever lied to avoid like a discussion? How do you see the situation?
In general, I would say that lying is wrong, but sometimes it's understandable, as we were talking here. For example, in a war atmosphere, that there is this exception. And for example, in a pandemic situation, for example, as Arthur was saying about the TV show, there's this game that I played recently, and I finished playing it. It's called The Last of Us 2, and it's a survival game in a pandemic world situation. And there is some spoiler here. And the character, the character has to lie to a girl, and this girl was the only one on Earth that could save the world from the zombie apocalypse. So he has to lie to her about something that happened there, because she has the cure in the blood. But if she went to the surgery and to the procedure, she has to die. So to avoid her to be mad with him, and it's a lot of story going on. He has to lie to her to avoid a bigger problem. So I would say that people make decisions like that, and decisions always comes with consequences, and you have to choose, because even if the consequences is keeping a secret with you, that you always may feel guilty about it. So that's what I have to say in this example to try to explain that.
Yeah, I think it's what I see from lies. It's all about harm. Is it going to harm someone or not? It's going to harm myself, or it's just to thinking about the well-being of yourself and other people, you know? I think to lie, it's not to create fake news, as we see, you know, like that you are creating a lie to manipulate others' opinion. So it's yeah, it's risky. Like, and there are people that they lie a lot, you know. It's kind of, I don't know, like they are addicted to lies, and then it gets to a real problem, right?
Yes, we have Nando, for example. I'm not sure if you are aware of Nando, but Nando it's a guy that he's a singer, and he's becoming famous on internet, especially memes, because he's telling some crazy stories that people say that he's a liar about the stories, but it's just crazy stories that you cannot believe in. So sometimes it's fun, you know, when this topic is fun. But yeah, but in general, I would say the line is wrong, but you have some exceptions.
Yeah, and situations like that, like if the person is creating content or sharing stuff on internet to make a living, or like it creates a character, right? I like to say when I'm a host, I'm not myself, like fully myself, because I have a role and I have something to do. So I'm kind of, you know, not lying, but suppressing a couple of things just to make this meeting work well. And I see myself like creating content or working on internet, and it's like a character that you play, and it's really hard. It's really hard. I like, for those people who create crazy stories, I think it takes a lot of, you know, ability to do that. A lot of ability, especially on LinkedIn, where people create stories that
Exactly. They make the story this size becomes this size.
yeah. So what have you learned about the World Cup, you know? And then there's a long story. But anyway. Deborah. Yeah, go ahead, Jack.
Jack, Philip, to share one little story. When I know my wife, I know my wife in one party, Easter party. Then when we meet each other for the first time, I have 21 years old, and I said to her that I went 20, because she was 17, and if I said that I have 21, she thinks that I am older for her. Then I said to her that I had 20, not 21, because if I said 20, 21, because it's a problem for me. Then I said I lie to her, and it's not problem because we start to flirt in that moment, and it's all ran well until today.
So it turns out
Do
to
you understand? Do you understand my
Yeah.
story?
to be a good lie, you know,
Yeah, good.
lied about her age, and then it turns out that you're still together.
She's younger, yeah, 17, but I was 21. I think, well, if I said to her that I had 21 because she don't want to flirt with me, then it's better to say to her that I haven't 20, and it's result. It's okay.
Yeah, nowadays for me it doesn't work because like
Yeah.
34, I cannot like.
When
I'm 21. No, it's you can
Well,
see
how old you are?
34 now.
34?
34.
30.
34.
It's younger, yeah.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, I feel like I'm 15 sometimes. Yeah. What else? We still have 10 minutes. I'm gonna bring this work topic. That's not question number 2. Not just stealing a pen from a bank or stuff from the workplace, but it's stealing like, I don't know, and it's not stealing like big things. It's like the lie we are talking, you know. I want to know how you feel about like getting stuff, like you go to a parent's and then you take like I don't know if it happens for real, but I don't know if you get something from, you know, I know my mom, thank God she doesn't speak English, but she likes when she goes to restaurants, when she sees like a glass, a very nice one, she jokes, oh, I want to take it with me, you know. But she likes to take like the napkin because it's, I don't know, she doesn't use everything, so she gets.
And what about getting plants as well? You know, the ladies like
Plants on the street.
plants.
Plants, it's like the classic. Yeah, the classic one. Yeah, so, but I don't know, can you start, how do you feel about this stealings? I don't know if
I
it's,
know. Yeah, in general, I don't believe people steal small things continuously and consciously to have any benefit, directly benefit, except for the plants. But I'd say that same goes to workplace, unless the person, the individual is a kleptomaniac. You know, kleptomaniac. I'm not sure if I'm spelling that wrong,
yeah.
right? But there's this illness, psychology illness that people like to steal small things. Even if there is a TV show a few years ago on TV that this lady was rich, and she was rich. She doesn't want to get the small things that she used to steal, but she still you know. So
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, I know there are 2 things my mom she likes to get. It's the napkins from places, and when she goes with my dad, they travel, they go to like to a hotel, and they're like the shampoo, the things like that, so she gets
But
everything.
actually, you paid for that. You know,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
just using it. You're just doing unusual, doing something unusual.
Yeah, exactly. Arthur, what about you? Do you have something that you do, or you know, a person? How do you see that this situation? Is it okay or not?
I think it's not okay for me, for example. I actually happened to me about, as you said, about restaurant, and people see about the glass, and I I don't know, it's still I don't know say that. Já passei por isso, and
I have been through this.
yes, and I don't think it's correct, but I don't can I say warn about the the proprietary about
The
the
owner.
restaurant. Yeah, the owner about the restaurant. I just neutral person about this. I don't like, because I don't think yet it's a person go to jail because this, and I don't know, stay there for a month. But yeah, I think it's not correct if, because it's not yours. That's it.
Great. Like you don't do that, but you don't care if other people
Yeah,
do.
I don't
But
like, but I don't put my thing there.
great expression. Yeah, very good. Deborah, and you, do you understand this question number 2?
Yeah, and I have the stories is very about the question. I have this is not good, okay? But I believe not legally. But I don't think this is a good practice. But I confess that I have already stolen the plant, and the
Plants,
yes.
it's okay, Arthur. Plants, it's nice.
But they are owner saw it. They gave me the plants, but I has acham, fiquei com vergonha, and I don't recommend. Yes.
Yeah, and to be ashamed or to shy.
Yes.
It's really something that sharpen our behavior, especially about ethical things. Sometimes you do not like scream in front of other people because you're shy. You do not take something from place because there are other people looking at you. So yeah, I think that's a good thought about it. Very good, Deborah. And I agree, like plants. I'm not that I'm really into plants, gardening and stuff. But I'm not really like stealing plants from other people's places. But I like to get, I don't know how to say, like
the leaves.
The leaves, yeah, from the streets and everything, like to grow in my home. So that's something I really do. I don't think it's stealing because it's in the nature. But yeah. But by the way, plants, it's like to I like to exchange ideas, and I have this, you have that. Can we exchange, or can you give me? It's just like ask, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Jack, just before we are almost running out of time, what do you think about
yes, in my case, when I was young, I like very much to collect glasses of diverse types of beers. When we go to a bar, a restaurant, and you ask for a beer, they use different types of glasses to serve the beer. Then I like to collect the glasses of the beers. They are the name. The glasses are the name of the beer in the glass. Yeah. Then I have today I have still, I don't know, before 45 different glasses of beer. Then sometimes when I went to a bar, a restaurant, I always ask for the honor of the bar if I can to take the glasses, because I like very much to collect the glasses, the different glasses. In many occasions, the honor offer me the glasses, but in many other occasions they don't agree with the offer the glasses of the beer. Then it's not a problem. In some occasions, when I finish to beer to drink the beer, I take the glass and I go away with the glass, the glass of the beer. But I think in things with importance, I don't consider it stealing. I don't consider little. For example, other people when they go to a restaurant, they like very much. For example, with the spoon, the fork, the knife. For example, if the person take one spoon, one fork, one knife to collect because they like, I don't consider that stealing. It's one thing with a few importance that I don't consider it's in this case it's a stealing. I don't consider.
Yeah, very good one, very good one. And we're running out of time to discuss more about that, and I really enjoyed this conversation. And thank you all for coming early in the morning. I have just posted in the chat the survey for feedbacks, for suggestions, like anything you really want to talk. I'm really into listening and reading everything. So just rate this conversation, and also if you want to suggest or to criticize or to comment on anything, just do it. For those who are on YouTube watching, thank you so much. If you want to support the lives we have, you can just subscribe for the channel. You're gonna have access to the recorded lessons we give. And also, if you want to ask questions, you can just give us a thumbs up and everything in the comments. So that's pretty much for today. We are back tomorrow, same time, same place. We are going to run meetups. It's like on-site conversation. So it's like a live in a place. We're gonna get people together to discuss, and we are gonna run the first one. And this year we're coming back with this conversations, and it's going to happen February 2nd in São Paulo. It's for free, though it's already full, so it's sold out. We're gonna have open beer, so beer for free and food for free as well. Everything, English for free, food for free, beer for free. Okay, February 2nd.
You are versed to drink the beer. If so,
Yeah.
I go there also.
Yeah, we're gonna have in Lisbon as well, Jack. We're planning to have in Lisbon this year.
Okay, it's good.
So yeah,
I stay there. If it's happened, I stay there.
yeah, and if you want to get access to all the news, I'm really focused on the Telegram channel. So t.me/talkandtalk official. I'm just spreading the message in there. Okay.
I see the news in Telegram. I see the news.
Yeah. So I'm there really talking to everybody. So thank you so much for coming, Arthur, Breno, Deborah, Jack. Hope to see you back again in another day, in another talk, and have a good week. Take care, everybody. See ya.
Okay, Flip.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.